Right, well lads, what's the story? It's been a while since I done an old video, but I'm kind of back at it again now with another job. You know, before I like to start, like, this video is kindly being supported by Hilco, welding and abrasives. And actually, I'd tell you something though, like, I mean, you know, apart from actually making bang on welding rods, like, I mean, the welding rods are absolutely perfect, like, no matter what sort of welding process you want to be using, whether that be TIG or arc welding or manual metal arc welding, whatever you want to call it, right? But basically, these welding gloves here now are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, they are lovely. Like, did you ever be the sort of way like that you got a pair of welding gloves? I have a pair here actually, right? You know, you have a pair like these, for example, right? You put them on, they're loose. There's no, there's no padding or anything. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's only one layer between that and my finger. Like, do you know? So, Hilco, being the best company in the world, and hello about her, how we keeping? They kindly sent me out these now. Although it's been a while since I had them, right? So I give them a good going over and stuff, because I mean, like, there's one thing to be sure of, and if you're watching this, is that basically, if I believe in something, I'm going to stand by it. You're not going to send me out something and tell me, oh, you should promote this and tell everyone it's brilliant when it's not, like, so if it is brilliant, I will actually promote it and support it and stuff like that, and back it, like, until the very end, like. So I mean, these Hilco welding gloves are absolutely beautiful. I mean, the padding in them is like, it's like wearing a pair of slippers on your hands. That's how you know. That's how good these are. But yeah, I'm out of the workshop today. I am working in another shed. That being the girlfriend's father's shed. So that's why the lighting seems to be a little bit better, and I have more stable work surfaces to work from as well too. But oh Jesus Christ, fuck me. Apologies there. I put the draw on of the job, right? I'll show you there now, right? I have the drawing of the job up on the door here, right? So, and there now. I'll bring you a bit closer to it like that now. So basically, what I'm making is a strongman log. The strongman log is it's a part of strongman equipment, and traditionally the strongman log is made out of wood. Because that's where it comes from, a log, like, But more often than not, it's kind of hard enough and can be expensive enough as well to get big, large pieces of timber like that, like, as well as what can commonly happen to them as well, depending on how they're dried and how they're used and stuff like that. They can dry out and they can crack and they can split and etc. So sometimes steel is just a far better substitute than wood, like, and this one now I'm building is it's known as a training log, at least according to the, see look there, like, as you can see there, although it might be backwards, the steel log trainer, so excuse me, I don't have COVID, so don't worry. But basically, I'm trying to build this to be light, right? Because the client wants the log to be built as light as possible. So, because he wants to use it he wants women to use it as well, to be able to train with. No point building a log and it's 50 to 100 kg, and only big, heavy, strong fellas can lift it, So we're kind of aiming for about 20 kg or so with this one anyway. See how we get on. I have a 10-inch diameter. I have a 10-inch diameter steel pipe to go into the middle of it as well too. So it'll be interesting now to see how that'll all fare out when everything is finished and put together. But I had a magnet on my beacons on the van, And I decided, you know what? I kind of decided to myself, you know what? I'll use that to hold it on. Like, little did I know that the magnet would get stuck and it's not fucking moving. Oh. No, up. Yep, it's away. I got it down. Yo, it's on the ground there now. I got it down. So yeah, as you can see there, that's the plan. So what I'm currently doing now at the minute, and I know I can't flip you over because I've tried, you know, right? I'm currently doing this because I'm waiting on my drill to charge, and because I'm waiting on my drill to charge, you know, because I'm waiting on my drill to charge, right? Because we need to do about 4 holes in each length of box iron. You know, that's the 2 lengths of box iron there, right? As the handles actually go into the lengths. I don't know why, but that's what they call for anyway. So we have to drill 4 holes in each length. So we have to do 8 holes. Then we have 2 long pieces about 10 inches in length at the very end. They're 3 inches wide, and now also I'll try my best to keep it metric, because I know a lot of people might be watching. Well, I doubt very many people watch this, let's face it. You know, some fucking cracked Irish lad in a shed on his own talking to himself while welding and inhaling fumes as well at the same time, you know. Anyway, anyone that might be watching this, and that goes for my Holland friends, Holland or Netherlands? I think it's Holland, isn't it? I get a bit confused. Where's me? You know, Holland, yeah. Had to check my sticker. Look at my lovely Hilco stickers. They're very nice. I have an auto darkening helmet as well too, and I have other stickers for that too. But yeah, so to my lovely friends in Holland anyway, I'm going to try my best to keep it metric. But sometimes we might go to imperial, but you know, it's sure a quick Google search fixes that. But so then, if that's the case, then like 10 inches then is 10 inches is what then? 10 inches. 10 inches is 10 inches is 4 inches is 100 mil. 100 mil, so 125 mil is 5 inches. So then 250 mil then is 10 inches. And then that by 3 inches is 75 mil. Thereabouts. Oh lads, look, if I call it in mil, just be glad I call it in mil, and if I call it in inches, just Google it. Because other than that, we'll be here all day trying to figure out what's going on. So I'm going to set you down there now, and I'm going to get set up with the Hilco welding rod. Actually, I'll tell you something. I'm just looking there now. That's a magnet off me beacon, right? You know, because I was lucky enough to get these. See, I put a rear chrome bar on me caddy, like, you know, my Volkswagen caddy van, and because of that, then it was covering the beacon. So I had to try raise the beacon somehow. But I was lucky. I got these clamps, and these clamps typically for spotlights. But what I done was I took off the magnets and I put bolts down through the beacon. So I actually bolted the beacon to the clamps, and because of that, then the beacon now sits on top of the bar, you know. So I'm left with some very strong magnets. To be fair, they are very strong, you know. But that might be an idea for a mount maybe. Anyway, we'll have to see. So what I'm going to do there now is I'm going to rest you down there. I'm going to rest you down, right, just like that. And I'm going to put on my slippers. I mean me gloves. I nearly want to hire a cameraman, to be honest. I was trying to be cameraman, and you know, perform on camera is very difficult. Oh jeez. So, if any of you watched my last video, I introduced you to my dog Nash. Well, since my last video, Nasher has since passed, you know, so unfortunately she won't be seen on the videos anymore. But look, that's life really at the end of the day, because I mean, you know, she was old. She was old. Like, she was going for 16. She was going for 16 years old, like, for a Labrador, which is, I'm told, is supposed to be very good, you know. So she's in a better place now, both with Brendan Grace and all them, like, and you know, and Michael Murphy. Anyone local to me knows Michael Murphy, or anyone around Ireland that was involved in the welding or engineering side of things knows Michael Murphy. You know, so anyway, aside from all the sad stuff, we'll do a little bit. Now, also, welding companies, the lads that make the welding plants now, right? Not the beautiful people to make Hilco now, or, you know, right? Because, you know, they are very good people. But the crowds that make the welding plants, right, the plants themselves, someone needs to tell them that we need longer cables, because I have about a 4-foot cable here, and it means I have to have the welder literally beside me, or on my back, to actually use it. I had a welder once, Parwell, I think it was, little inverter, and that had longer cables. Now I have this big, massive behemoth now, a Piccini, and I have to literally drag it everywhere with me. Like, it's impossible to use. It's impossible to get into tight space if you get me, like, because I have to constantly haul the welder with me. So I'm going to have to move that. Should imagine being this far away. But yeah. Also, according to clients' wishes, and if you know, if they're willing for it, I do custom colours. So yeah, the logo is going pink, and it's also getting company logos as well too. Well, for the client's company. So, you know, I really do go above and beyond. Like, you know, I'm not just not like some faceless organisations that just kind of like throw out stuff for the sake of throwing out stuff, or make a fitness item and charge a small fortune for it. And also, before I start, this stuff here, this is not endorsed now, right? But Halford's bedliner, absolutely savage stuff. Like, I use it on a lot of equipment now, right? And the idea behind it is basically it puts a sort of it's textured, right? And it's also impact resistant as well as scratch resistant, right? So, but because of texture, rather than having a mild steel bar on your back or a fucking, you know, and they can be kind of slippy, this puts grip on it. Saves in Ireland, like, you know, you just spray it on and Bob's your uncle. Yep. Right, you have to just double check things are right. Things are bang on that way. Things are fairly centred that way. You can actually do. Yeah. Father losing my helmet. Might have a little bit of an earth issue, which can be fairly common, like, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause E for a minute, and just like that I found the cause of the problem. Obviously the biggest issue with having a multi-mode machine, which my one My one is geared for AC/DC TIG welding as well as MMA, manual metal arc welding, right? It was on TIG mode. Kind of embarrassing, really, but it's a tiny switch on the machine, so it is possible, you know. Anyway, we're going to practice it today now. Just like that. So, did I bring me shipping hammer? That's what I surely did. That's what you call a shipping hammer. I need more bench space, I'd say. Be very handy. So, we have a little bit more to do. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's be handy. See, that is a great example. If you don't have it in the right place, it's not going to work. So anyway. Let's go. Yeah. That's one done. Yeah, I'm going to put some paws again there now. Back now again. Basically, I kind of figured, you know, rather than watching me fucking trying to figure out how to add and subtract and stuff like that, like, I said I'd stop the recording and I'm going to start now. I have another one of these pipes stacked up, ready to go. So what we're going to do now, we're going to weld it. Yeah. I tell you what, it gets warm. No. Oh jeez. Yeah, that's another one down. So, them two are welded up now and ready for action now. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go check on my drill, and if my drill is ready to go, then I'm going to go back then and do a bit of drilling now instead, because realistically, the stuff that could be welded without the need for drilling is already welded. So, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to come back to you in a minute. Well, lads, how we keep it? Basically, had a small little bit of a mishap with work here now at the minute. Basically, little bit of a setback on the project, like, you know. What basically went on is that the drill of mine, now bought a little, €50, can't go wrong. Well, it's near 3 year. It's nearly the end of 3 years. You know, I've had it, like, so. It's kind of was getting a bit under pressure, like, you know. Then little hole saws aren't really the best. So I was having a bit of hardship with their hole saws, but I used drill before with different hole saws, but they were good, like. But obviously due to coronavirus and stuff like that, like, things are a little tight at the minute. So I may invest in a set of hole saws eventually. But I'm not a fabricator by trade. I'm a welder. So you know the sort of way, like, you know, not all fabricators are welders. Neither are all welders fabricators. You know, that kind of way. Like, you know, everyone thinks that welding and fabrication go hand in hand. They do, but there's many lads out there that can fabricate beautiful things, like, you know, like just tack them together to give me a cut and tack them together, but they can't weld. You know. Whereas, like, you know, there's lads out there then that can weld and give them an angle grinder and a fucking measuring tape, and they wouldn't have a clue what the fuck you're doing, like, you know. So, with a bit of perseverance, we are going to do something a bit different. The plans called for me to drill in this box iron here. The plans called for me to drill four holes in the hole saw, but obviously now, since screw fix seems to be run by children and there's no real proper hardware shop inside in Kilkenny, I'm a little bit screwed now, especially since it's coming tight to my deadline. So what I want to do instead, I have 3 holes. I have 3 holes drilled in this one. I was going to drill the 4th hole, but obviously, you know, the gods thought, Jesus, nah, you know, so a little bit kind of screwed on that front. But what we can do then instead is that we're going to just weld them. We're going to figure out what length the bars have to be in the centre. You know, if I just raise you good people for a minute because you're sitting on the rod. Sorry about that, lads. In case any of you are sick at home after that little ordeal, I apologise. But as you can see there, please hold fucking straight. As you can see there, those 4 handles that are going from this way to this way, they're supposed to be kind of inset into it, you know, so they're supposed to be almost the full length of the frame, but you'll only see the bit in the middle. So we're going to persevere and we're going to weld them on. So what I'm setting up here now to do at the minute is I'm going to get these level and we're going to tack them position. Obviously using the best. And we have to turn up the power a bit because I had the power down. Right. first things first, we're going to have to get this little lad here sitting level. Well, sitting, you know, at right angles. Like, so obviously when you go put your hands in, you're not going to kind of pick it up, it's going to be all janky and stuff. That's one tacked in. So, using my trusty settler, let's see here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Out, chip hammer. That's looking the business. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to carry on and I'm going to get the rest finished and I'm going to pick up which in. So anyway, I'm into day 3 now, I think. Well, I tell you, I've been working in this job, you know, it's more kind of 3 half days, like, so a day and a half, like, you know, taking the time. You know, as I said, I'm not a fabricator, I'm only a welder, you know. So, kind of trying to, you know, you're trying to do everything, like, you know, but that's the article now so far. That's the article so far. Nearly finished now, you know, all going well. As I said, I'd like to mention there again, where is it? There we go. Kindly sponsored by Hilco. There's the best welding rods and best angle grind discs in the world. Like, I mean, I have an angle grinding disc here on a 4-inch grinder, or whatever it is in metric. Here in Ireland we say 4 and 9-inch grinder usually. But yeah, I have an angle grinding disc on that, and I tell you, I've cut 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 5 cuts, 6, 7. I've done about 11 cuts with it, like, and it's still usable. Do you know what I mean? Like, it barely, like, there's no wear out of it. It just keeps going, like, do you know. So as I said, as well as absolutely outstanding welding rods, Hilco do absolutely outstanding angle grinding discs, and they're quite literally the best you can buy, like, you know. So just finishing off this yoke here now. I have 2 end bits going to it now, so I'm going to stick them on now, and I'm going to check back in, which is after, just because I know this video is all over the place and completely messed up. So if you're still watching to this point, fair play to you. Stay tuned, and we're going to keep her rocking and not stopping. Ching ching, party on. Well, lads, Paddy back here again. As I said, this video now is going to be some mixed match of stuff anyway, but you know, as I like to mention again, thanks to the boys at Hilco for giving me a hand and helping me out with materials and stuff, as well as obviously, you know, giving me a chance to promote like what they're really about, and you know how good the materials are, which they're absolutely fantastic anyway. But yeah, things got busy, so I just said I'd march on and I'd get it finished. So now there it is now in paint. The client requested it in pink. So yeah, we have that to contend with. But you know, I said at my own ease, like I wasn't rushing around like that, like, and I had ups and downs and stuff like that. But I got it finished anyway, you know. Like, lucky enough, it's not a high precision piece. It's a piece of strongman equipment, so it's safe as a house. But as well as that, it's also, you know, it's like I've tested as well too. Like, you know, it feels good to lift, like, so. And you know, so it'll be interesting now to see what it's actually like when the client gets his hands on it and puts it to use. But look, it's looking good anyway. That's all I can ask for. But yeah, no, so I'm going to just finish out this video anyway. I have a few pictures and stuff like that of welds and stuff like that for you and all, and I'm going to throw them in anyway at some stage. But you know, just to finish out this video, sure, you know, thanks a million to Hilco. You know, they're a great partner to have. Like, you know, they have great welding discs, great welding rods, and great angle grinding discs. Like, you know, so. Well, as the fella says, sure, like, comment, subscribe, you know, share the video and stuff like that. Like, give me up more subscribers, because the more subscribers I have coming, the more Hilco kind of think, well, he doesn't seem too bad, like, so they'll keep, you know, they'll keep kind of allowing me to go further and further and expand and, you know, go nuts, like, you know, so. And sure, lads, if you want to see me do anything particular or anything like that, like, leave a comment, and you know, I'll certainly try my best anyway, you know. But yeah, no, thanks very much anyway for watching so far, and you know, all the best, lads.